You know, when I was first born again back in 1983, many of the people that I was associating with and hanging around with at that time were very excited about the gifts of the Spirit, miracles and healing and prophecy and gifts like that. And it got me excited. I couldn't really understand it all, but I got really, really excited. And so I asked God one night, what's my gift, God? And right away I heard the answer. He said, you got the gift of giving. And it was a little disappointing to me at first, but then I realized God had something very special in this gift for me, because in Romans 12 it talks about gifts, and it talks about the gift of prophecy, for example, which sounded very exciting, but it goes on in the same context and talks about gifts of giving. And I realized that the gift of giving is a spiritual gift, just like the gift of prophecy. And when we operate in the gift of giving, that there's some kind of transaction in the Spirit. And I realized that a dollar bill can become like a container for God's presence. And so when you hand over a dollar bill to somebody, $5, $10, $20, whatever it is, that you're actually imparting, or can possibly impart, a measure of His presence, particularly if you have the gift of giving. And that, and I've seen this over and over and over now. My wife and I will often come to church with a few extra dollars in our pocket, $2 or $5 or $10 or 20, or sometimes a little bit more, and we'll look for somebody to give it to, you know, we feel led to give it to. And it's often that the response of those that we hand this relatively small amount of money to is far exceeds what we would expect. And it's far more than what would normally be warranted by the dollar value that we're giving them. And often later, weeks and sometimes months later, they'll come up to me and show me in their wallet. They're still carrying that same money around. They say, I feel like there's something on this money. And so I just want to encourage you, if you have the gift of giving, come to church prepared to give. And just a few dollars. If you don't have a lot, bring $1, bring $2, bring $3. And one time I had only $2 on my nightstand, and I grabbed it and put it in my pocket, and I kind of felt strange giving it away that night at Bible study. But I handed it to this fellow that I just felt led to give it to, and he said to me, he turned to me, he said, you know, that's $2 more than I had. And it caught me off guard, because I had no idea he was that destitute. He didn't have $2 to his name. And it's amazing how much even a small gift like this can mean to somebody, especially in this day and age. And I heard a recent statistic says that 1 in 5 Americans is on food stamps. 1 in 5 children survives by at least partially being subsidized by food stamps. And so even a small amount can go a long way. As we get ready for the harvest and 1 billion new babies that are going to enter the church, how much more in a more practical way than we could bless them and show our love and care and concern by handing them $5 or $10 and say, hey, go buy yourself a Starbucks coffee. And just that small gesture can make people feel loved and welcome and cared for. So we've been good sons and daughters. Now let us be great moms and dads, because harvest is coming.